Going in. Guys, what's going on? Josh, and I'm here with the master of Rhode Island auditing with Anselmo from Auditing America. We're here with Joa Orga from Breaking the Flaw. We're here with Chase from the Allen Report. And we're going into the Department of Children's Services, and we're just going to make sure that everything's up and that they respect our First Amendment right.
How you guys doing? Hey.
How are you?
What's up?
All right. You gotta stop.
Yes.
For us to go in there and take a video, it's a publicly accessible lobby. I'm not filming her because she's a very nice person and she's my friend. But you're a police officer. Can I know what's your name and badge number since it's not posted on your shirt?
My name is Officer Jermaine. Badge number is 1313. Alright, I just got a couple rules, guys. You obviously can film here, because like you said, it's that's the entrance. You can film. But as far as going inside, there's a policy.
Policies don't trump our rights.
I know the policy.
Here we go.
Listen to the policy. This is why it's policy.
Are you a policy enforcer officer or are you a law enforcement officer?
Law enforcement.
That's right. So we're not going to worry about policies right now. It's an unconstitutional request, so it is a request.
Let me finish. So you can have your question. I have no problem with that. With the policy, because
just keep in mind you have 500 people watching you right now. So make sure you think about what you're.
Let me explain. With the policy, you can film, you cannot photograph. The reason is we're dealing with children. If some of the clients that we have inside have domestic violence, so I'm just saying.
That would be a personal request.
That's what I'm saying.
That we can refuse to.
You can refuse to, but what I'm gonna do is that if somebody come make a complaint, I gotta follow through with it.
So what does that mean? What complaint? What can they?
Have to stick around.
That you're not making much sense right now because anybody can file a complaint, but you can't.
Let me rephrase that for you.
Go ahead.
Somebody had a sexual harassment or domestic violence and they cannot film them.
Well, they can. That's not how it works. Okay. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Their feelings don't trump our rights. We're in a public building, in a publicly accessible area. There's no expectation of privacy in public. You should already know that. We've already established that.
We already established that.
Okay.
But what I'm asking you guys, remember where we are. This is children.
I understand. We will respectfully won't film children. We're not here to film people. We're here to film them. But don't tell us who we need to film or not because it's our constitutional right.
I'm not telling you who you need to film or not, but I'm just saying.
We're here to film public employees only.
Oh yeah, you can. You have no problem with that.
No sensitive information, no children. We're just a lobby and a government official.
And we don't. And actually, we're being nice to you right now because I know her and I appreciate her.
And you're very nice.
And our friendship.
So
you know what I'm saying? But fuck the police. Okay? Absolutely. Could we please move forward, sir?
Listen, you can move forward. Just
thank you.
Give me 1 second.
No. It's publicly accessible area. Thank you, though. Thank you.
This is public.
We already know that.
Those are the public areas.
We already.
Public, but you cannot go inside. Inside is private.
We don't need a tour guide. Thank you. We don't need it. So that's a policy officer, not a police officer, and unfortunately, policies don't trump rights. It's an illegal request, so at that point, it is a request which we have a right to refuse. 530 people are watching right now, and this is our constitutional right. We have freedom of the press. This is Auditing America. We have millions of views. You guys are all going to be on YouTube today.
Excuse me, would you happen to have an APRA request form?
What?
An APRA request form?
Oh, so now we're here for a reason.
Could I please have an APRA request form?
What is that?
It's a freedom request form.
You want an APRA request form?
APRA? What's the acronym? Enrique, what's the acronym for APRA? I forget.
Access to Public Records Request.
Access to Public Records.
So we're just basically here to inform you that you're a public servant. We should already know that. You guys work for us. We don't work for you. You don't tell us what to do. So we're just looking at where our taxpayers' dollars are going to. That's it. We have no ill will. Like I said, we're going live. And now we have 553 people watching.
If you need to any request, there's the number you call. Okay, you call the hotline. It's 1-800-742-4453.
But that's if we're not here. We're here right now, so we don't need to call anywhere.
To get a request, that's the number you call.
Gotcha, thank you.
All right.
Guys, make sure you share, like, and subscribe to Auditing America. Best channel in Rhode Island, #1 YouTube channel in Rhode Island. We have beautiful ladies over here. We are at the Department of Children and Families. Can somebody tell us anything about the 45 missing children from DCYF? Sir, is having your badge number displayed where it's missing, is that considered part of your uniform? So would that, if it's not displayed and that is considered part of your uniform because that is your policy and that is your protocol, right now you're not in proper uniform, and I'm not sure if I can trust you because I have a gentleman with a gun with the badge but no identification number.
If you have a complaint, you can call the chief office.
Well, we don't have a complaint. We're just letting you know you're not doing your job correctly right now. You're supposed to be in full uniform.
If you have an issue with it, you can call a chief.
No,
Chief
Joseph Little. I don't have an issue with it. Yes, we've already spoken to him. Your boss should have an issue with it because the policy from the Capitol Police says that you must be in full uniform. I'm sure that's what it is. How's it going?
Why are they taking...
They allow to this.
We have freedom of the press. This is America, sir. Welcome to America, the land of the free. The home of the brave. The land of the free. Okay? Do you work here, sir? So, we would like to know your name. You can kindly tell us, or we can request it and we'll find out anyway. What's your name? By the way, there's no sun in here, so, you know. Are you aware of the First Amendment, sir? First Amendment right.
Is that my right too, though? I don't have to talk to you.
Well, if you're a public employee, it's your policy to identify yourself. You're actually right, but you're at work right now. You're at work right now. Thank you, sir. That's why we do this. Uneducated government officials. We had officer no badge number over here trying to tell us that we couldn't film over here, but then we can. So, sir, the reason I'm stopping you today is because you're not in proper uniform and you appear to be a police officer. I'm going to let you off with a warning this time, but please, next time you show up to work in a public capacity, respect your protocol and your policies since you are a policy officer. Thank you. Do you have anything illegal on you? Anything I should know about? Do you have ID? Mind if I pat you down? Do you mind if I pat you down? Sir, you're acting very suspicious right now. You fit a description?
I've heard all of this before, so just don't even bother, right? I heard all of this before.
Don't even bother practicing our First Amendment, right? Guys, give me a one if we to tell me how our signal's doing. So he's telling me he's heard this before, which indicates to me that this is a common issue. So you've heard this before. Why are you telling us you were trying to, you know, persuade me into not coming into the public areas?
He's a good guy, though, overall.
Well, we just met him, so we don't know that. I would say if he's not in proper uniform and he's trying to give us personal requests and institute them as policies and protocols, and I wouldn't call that a good guy. How do we know the jury's still out? Police officer? I had that happen yesterday, and he got put in jail. Hi, sir. How are you? Are you a public employee? Can you tell me your name and your position?
Why? Who are you?
Well, we don't answer questions. I'm your boss right now.
You're my boss?
That's right.
Yeah, we pay your salary.
Well, I don't answer questions. You work for me. I don't work for you. So, what's your name and your position?
I don't work for you.
Yes, you do. Are you a public employee? Are you a public servant? So you work for the public. You work for the people.
We're the press.
We are the people. We're the people requesting that you give us your name. That's part of your policy and procedures. If you're a government employee, you must identify yourself. Have you been drinking today? You're sweating profusely, sir. Your face is flush red. I detect an odor of alcohol. Your eyes are glossy. On you? Anything I should know about?
Do
Do you have anything we should know about, sir?
Are you high?
Why would you? Do you suspect us of committing a crime? Are we being detained?
Eyes are slightly dilated.
Are we
high on freedom, sir.
Are we
We're
being
high on freedom?
Are we being detained?
How would you know what high is?
I don't think you're...
We're high on
I
freedom.
think your eyes are a little sagging right now too.
I'm old. How old are you?
We don't answer questions.
We don't answer questions.
Don't
How
answer
old do I
questions
look?
either.
Yes, you do. You work for us. You're a public servant. You serve the public. Yes, you do.
Call
Learn
the
your job.
police.
Learn your.
They're right here. Actually, we're not sure if he is the police because he doesn't have proper
He
identification.
can't do anything for you. He
You
can't
as
do
well.
anything for you.
You have to leave the building.
No, we don't.
Who
Yeah,
says?
you
No,
really
we
do.
don't. No,
Yeah.
we don't.
Who
Okay,
says?
I'll tell you why.
Who says?
Okay.
That's a personal
Who are
request.
you and what's your position?
Okay.
If you
Why
say have a
are
nice
you
day.
here?
We don't have to answer questions, ma'am.
Yes, you
We don't
do.
answer questions to him.
Okay,
He has a
you
badge
call-
and a gun.
Hey, if you're telling us to leave, you can have a nice day. If you're telling us to
Police, can
leave,
you call the
you're
police?
telling us to
Are
leave,
you
you can
here?
have a
Are
nice
you
day.
here for
You can have a
visit?
nice day.
Are you
You
here
can have a
for-
nice day.
Is this a public
You can have a
lobby?
nice day.
No, it's not a public lobby.
This is not a public lobby?
Let's be quiet. Let's be quiet.
We have
Let him
children.
do his job.
We
Let
have
him do his
children
job.
that come into this building.
Yep.
You're not allowed to film.
And we're
the
not.
building.
We're not
We
filming
are
this
allowed to film the film.
Okay. He
That's
is
a request.
filming, so
That's a
please
request.
We're actually live.
Please turn your.
We'll
please
look at that
turn
request
your
internally.
cameras off.
Is this a public lobby?
Sir,
Please
please do your
turn-
job.
no,
Is this a public lobby?
Please turn your camera.
Sir, is this a public lobby?
Let him talk. Let him talk. Let him talk.
One call my supervisor,
Yeah.
and he'll be able to explain it to you. Alright?
He's gonna come down here. He's gonna
If you
tell
have a
that we'll be able to
complaint,
film here.
if you
I
have a
don't have
complaint,
a
you can
complaint.
file a complaint
I
and
don't
we'll
need-
deal with it
So tell me
internally.
who I'm speaking with.
We don't answer
Answer questions.
Okay, so we have no idea who you are.
You
and
don't.
You're not allowed to film.
That's
in this
not how it
building.
works.
It does pass.
I can't
Did you just
trespass what
listen
my
to the
eyes
police?
can see.
Did you just listen to the Capitol Police? That's a police officer, a sworn police officer right there.
Yeah.
He's sworn to protect my First Amendment right
Yeah.
to freedom
You
of the
don't
press.
have a First Amendment right to take photographs of
Yes, I
children
do.
in
Yes.
state
Yes,
parade.
I do.
We're not taking photographs of
Absolutely.
children, but
Yes,
that's
I
a
do.
request.
It's my right to take a picture in a public area of whatever I want. Okay?
Excuse me one second.
Of whatever I want.
Absolutely.
My supervisor's coming.
Okay, great.
And
Because we're not allowed to take photos.
Well, that's
That's your policy. We don't work for you. You work for us.
He's a
I
law.
work for you.
I'll
Yes,
look.
you do. Do you work for the state
you're
of Rhode
so
Island?
cute. Oh,
do you
you're
work for the
so
state of Rhode
adorable.
Island? Because I get taxes taken from my paycheck from the state of Rhode
So do
Island.
I.
I'm going to do an internal I'm going to do an internal investigation, and after I've internally thought about your request,
You
I'll
do
get
that.
back to
You
you.
do that.
Have a good
Okay. Thank you very much.
Oh,
Have a
your
great
sun's
day.
out and you're smiling.
Do you have anything on you I should know about?
Alright, guys, let's move.
No,
No,
hold
the,
on.
the supervisor's on his way.
Oh, my, for what?
So that lady can know.
So with Auditing America, can you
Guys, we're Auditing America. We are the #1 YouTube channel in Rhode Island. We're protecting our rights, your rights,
our
to
rights?
freedom of the press. We're protecting everybody's rights. We won't film any minors. We're actually here to film them. We're trying to film where our tax dollars are going. And we're live. We have 557 people watching. The police already informed everyone that it's okay to do this. It's our First Amendment right. We don't mean to be rude to you, ma'am. We're just trying to
I
educate
just
you.
don't want you to. We have children in this lobby,
I'll tell you
and
what.
you're disturbing our children. And our
That's
families.
actually disorderly. That would be considered disorderly conduct, and that's a crime. I'm not committing a crime. I'm exercising my
I
First
want
Amendment
you
right.
to please put your camera away.
I can't. I respectfully decline.
That's a request.
That's a personal request, ma'am. You can give instructions to the employees here if you're a supervisor.
We don't
but
work for you.
Well, I don't work for you. If you have you can even have a policy in here that says no filming. But policies are not law. Policy is not law.
Are you telling us we
Why
can't
are
be in a
you
public
here?
lobby?
So why are you here?
We don't answer
We
questions.
don't answer questions, ma'am.
So you're here just because you want to be here.
Because we have a
That's
right
right.
to be so.
We have a right to be
Do you
here.
respect the
Disturbing
Constitution?
to children
This
and
is not.
families.
There's actually pretty much no children in here. I think there's only like
That
one
is
minor right
actually-
there. I'm not filming him. We're not filming him. We'll
Please
respectfully.
put your cameras down.
We won't film
Children
him
and
if he's
families.
passing by. I will put my camera down. I won't film the minor, but I'm definitely filming you and him.
That's fine.
And we're leaving pretty soon. We'll be out of here. It'll be it'll be over with before you even know about it. This is Auditing America. Please share, like, and subscribe.
Ma'am, are you telling us that we can't be in a public lobby?
Can you please explain to her Rhode Island disorderly conduct statute? She's saying I'm disturbing. Disturbing does not apply
I'll be
to
upstairs.
disorderly conduct.
Give me a call when
what's your name?
So when you go home today, today you're gonna go back, read the Constitution, and learn the First Amendment, ma'am. You've been very cordial. I really appreciate it. Just next time, you know, wear your full uniform so that your chief can feel proud of you. Huh? He can feel proud of you.
So can you tell us
Now-
what's going on?
Well, we are at the Department of Children and Families. We're exercising our First Amendment right. The officer seems a little bit nervous about explaining to employees here that it's our right. It's our constitutionally protected right to film in a publicly accessible area. There's nothing anyone can do about this because we have freedom of the press.
Didn't they mention they have a policy? What is that about? What does that mean?
They can have a policy that says whatever. That doesn't apply to us. Policies apply to an employee that works there. If the employee doesn't want to follow their job's policy, like for example, the policy of the police officer over here from his department states that he should be wearing
his badge number displayed
and his shirt. He's not following policy, so he could get in trouble by his superiors for not having a full uniform. Now, I don't have to wear my ID. I don't have to give him my ID.
So our
I don't
policy,
have to give anyone my ID because I have not committed a crime. The only way that he can legally ask for my ID is if I'm being suspected of committing a crime, about to commit a crime, or if I have committed a crime.
suspicion in itself is not reasonable cause.
That's right. He cannot search me unless he has probable cause, which is a higher standard to search someone. So he would have to say that, you know, oh yeah, it looked like he had some type of weapon or something, like, you know how officers usually do, and they come up with a crazy story on the police report and make you look like the worst criminal in the world.
Does his policy trump our rights?
It does not. It does not. So
that means
let me
they're
ask
what?
you a question, officer. What was your name again?
Jermaine.
Jermaine.
There we go.
Thank you, Josh. Well, let me ask you something, Jermaine. How many bad cops have you arrested? How many, how long have you been a police officer? And that's a question no police officer will ever answer because they will always protect each other. They're like a family. They're like a family. They will protect each other with their lives. With their lives. How you ladies doing today? You're on Auditing America.
I'm sorry, but you said police officer. I believe the correct term is policy. Oh, our supervisor's here. Excellent.
Hey,
Hi,
how's it
Sarge.
going?
How are you?
Doing okay. What's your name and badge number? He knows my name.
That means you're doing something
That means
right.
that we're doing something right.
Yeah.
When the police already know your name without asking for ID. And they usually use this as a form of intimidation. This is a form of intimidation, guys. Police officers come up across Auditing America, and they just blare my name out, which is their First Amendment right to say whatever they want, but they are actually doing it in a form of intimidation. Now, let me tell you something, Sergeant number 5. Is it your department's policy to wear a full uniform when you're out serving and protecting? Officer over here, Jermaine, is missing his badge number on his shirt. I don't want to be a jerk, but you know, you guys hold everyone accountable. We're here to hold you accountable. So, could you please inform him later on? There you go. There you go.
Thank you, Sergeant.
Thank you very much, Sergeant. You're very polite.
How you doing today? It's pretty hot out there.
It's very hot.
Pumping the AC in the cruiser?
I wasn't in the building. I was cheating.
Oh, man.
Legal department.
Here.
Okay.
I'll take it.
I can take regular pictures.
Can you look at me for the thumbnail? There you go.
Yeah, he's a boss.
There you go.
Thank you for your cooperation, number 5.
For our beautiful thumbnail.
Get tired of taking Six's picture. You're gonna get mine.
Number 6.
Number 6.
Number 6.
I know he's a fan favorite.
Even when he's not here, shout out to number
He
6.
still doesn't earn.
Shout out number 6.
Thank you, sir. So, Jermaine, we appreciate you cooperating with us. And like I said, I originally stopped you.
Very nice guy, man. Thank you.
I originally stopped you today for not having your badge number. But like your sergeant has explained to you, you are missing that. And we appreciate you recognizing that. So I'm not going to stop you in the future.
We're pretty much policing the police. The same way that you do. If I get caught parking in the wrong spot, I get a ticket. If I
We're
break the
PPO.
law,
We're
I get a
police.
ticket. So we're gonna let you off with a warning. Today.
Just thank Auditing
We're gonna
America.
give you a verbal warning, and you know we're gonna let you continue your day.
Policing policy officers. PPO. You down with PPO?
And just remember, you're not a policy enforcement officer. You're a law enforcement officer. So policies, you know what we can do with it.
Yep. They're in the trash along with his badge identification number.
Thank you so much, guys, for your donations. I really appreciate it. I wasn't expecting that.
Come on. Are you guys ready for supervisor still?
No, we already handled that.
So,
Okay, guys, so we're gonna head out. We're gonna step out of here.
then I
And
come
we're
back
gonna
in.
leave.
That's what
We're
happened.
gonna leave Officer Jermaine continue doing his job.
Yeah, he's a
Beautiful
beast.
ladies over here.
There's so many
Continue helping
officers
DCYF.
that give us a hard time.
I hope you guys
And we kind of gave
find
you a
the
little bit of a hard
45
time,
missing
but
children
you're a
from
really
State
nice
Rhode
guy,
Island
and you
that you guys
definitely
don't know
deserve our
anything about.
respect. So don't take
And
anything
please share it.
personally.
I mean, I'll definitely
like and
respect you
subscribe.
more if you come in your proper uniform next time, but your sergeant's already scolded you for that, so I'm going to let it go. And I'm not going to issue you a citation today, but please make sure when you get in your cruiser, you identify with proper directionals, because I don't want to have to pull you over and issue you a ticket for an unmarked lane change, okay? Thank you, officer.
Hey, according to the police, I'm the kingpin of all this, and I'm telling all these guys to get out.
Officer, as you were, thank you.
Man, I'm gonna make some money off of this one. Make some money off of this one. Did you know I make about around?
Can I just get a thumbs up for the camera, because you've been good today?
Just watch out.
Yeah?
Take that shit down, man.
Excuse me?
Turn around.
Excuse me?
Turn around.
Officer, he's assaulting me? He's assaulting me? Officer, he assaulted me? Officer, he assaulted me?
Hey, watch
You
out.
just
Hey,
assaulted him,
guys,
officer?
guys.
Why is he
I
doing
have that on camera.
Why is
I
he
have
doing
that on camera. Officer, I'd like to,
Did he?
yeah, he grabbed me. I got an officer saw him grab me. You can ask him.
Okay, so
He assaulted me.
are you a public employee?
Listen, just hold it.
I gotta leave.
Sir, you're going to leave in the back of a squad car is where you're going to leave. You have the right to remain. This is a citizen's arrest. You have the right to remain silent. This is a citizen's arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If an attorney cannot be present, it will be afforded to you by the court. I'm now placing you under citizen's arrest, and the officer can take you into custody.
Follow you to the vehicle. You do more for this. In case he
Did you
gets
see him assault me,
violent-
officer?
Yeah, officer.